man. Them Drop the Juice boys back in the building,
Yes,
man.
sir.
We got,
We
man,
back.
come on, man. Stop playing. We got D Phlo.
Episode 12, bro. This shit flying by. We got episode 12 already, dog.
Yes, sir, man. It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing for what we've been doing. It's a blessing the way God been using us. It's a blessing for everybody been seeing us. It's a blessing that we created this from the ground up. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. And I told you from the day I left out of here, I told you I felt good about it. When I felt good about something, I stick to it. When I know God in control of everything, we rock with it. We rock with it. When God in control of everything, I rock with it. I believe in trusting him and knowing that every decision and every move and everything that I do is because of him, but also have the faith in him to make sure that we doing what he expects us to do and not what we want to do. That's why we got here today, because we doing what he want us to do and not what we want to do. When we was doing what we want to do, it didn't get us nowhere. Now we doing something that he want us to do. Now we serving a purpose. Now we touching the world. Not 1 million, not 2 million, not 3 million, but we got millions of views speaking to the world, uplifting them, motivating them, encouraging and telling the young kids it's all right to be a student in a school and not a killer in the streets. It's all right to be a student in a school and not a killer in the streets. Killer in the streets don't last long. A student in a school elevate and get to the next level. High school diploma, bachelor's, master's. Come on now.
Right. It's okay to work a job. Because a lot of people feel like...
Say it again, D Phlo.
It's okay to work a job. It's
Say
like,
it again, D
You
Phlo.
got to get by. If you got to work a job, you got to work a job.
Come on
you know
now.
what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be in the streets getting money that way.
Come on.
Go get a job.
Come on,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? There's money for everybody out here. You just have to go and get it.
Yes.
You can't be embarrassed to work a job.
No.
If that's what you got to do it.
Man, come on, man. Come on now. You got to start somewhere.
Right.
You got to start somewhere. Never be embarrassed of where you start from. Be embarrassed because you stop. Never be embarrassed of where you start from. Be embarrassed that you stop. Be embarrassed that you didn't believe in yourself. You let your hustle go to waste. You let your mind take over your hustle. Because I keep telling you, your mind is everything. When your mind stops, then your hustle, your body, your spirit, your faith, everything stops. So if your mind stops, then everything stops. But you got to have that muscle in your mind to keep going. Don't be afraid to be a student and not a killer in the streets. A lot of young kids losing their life because they want to be in the streets instead of being a student. A student elevate to the next level. A killer in the streets get killed. To you young kids out there, please think about what you're doing before you risk your life. Not just your life, but you risking your family life. Because nowadays, they don't just kill you, they kill your family.
Right. You know, it's crazy because, like, Trump had made a speech the other day.
Come on now.
And he said that if you, like, he wants to give police immunity. Like, if they go and shoot somebody or do something crazy, they're able to get away with it. I ain't gonna lie, that rubbed me the wrong way. Like, even if you can't do that, it is not okay to say that you can just, the police can do anything they want. Because what kind of message does that give to the police? They're out here quick, they're already quick to pull the trigger. Like, it's definitely something to be concerned with.
I'm very concerned because a black man already gets stereotyped in this situation by me having a lot of tattoos, by me being big. So I'm very concerned, and that's why I want to tell a young kid, step out the streets, stay away from the police, stay away from anybody that's doing wrong. Hey, it's all right to go find a church. It's all right to seek the knowledge in the Bible. It's all right to be a leader in the Bible and not a leader in the street. It's all right to go ask God to keep you safe. Man, let me tell you something, man. They making it so crazy nowadays, you could lose your life from just looking wrong. You could lose your life from just walking the wrong way. You could lose your life from wearing the wrong color. Be mindful, young people. Be mindful, adults. You don't want to lose your life. Be mindful of the things you do and the people you keep around. The negative thoughts you keep in your mind. All that play a part.
Because I feel like in this day and age, there's not enough good role models.
No.
Like, who people look up to these days? Everybody they look up to are standing for something that's not right. Like, who's standing up for right? Like, think about one person that's out in the shade room every day or on TV. Like, what are they standing for that's good? That's why I feel like what we're doing is at least give an opportunity to show the world, like, you can do these things, you know what I'm saying? It'll still be cool. You don't have to be in the streets shooting, selling drugs and all that shit. You don't have to do that to be cool. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to tell him, man, hey, man, I told y'all, pick up the Bible and put down the guns. That's what I stand for.
Right.
That's what I stand for. Y'all see me in there and everywhere, and guess what? I give praise to God before anybody, because it's all because of him. Ain't nobody get the glory. Ain't nobody gonna get the glory. Ain't nobody gonna get the acknowledge that God deserves, because he the one that's keep doing it. Not just doing it, but keep doing it and repeatedly doing it and blessing us in so many ways. I'm trying to tell you, if you want to get to the next level, go build that relationship with God. Don't be afraid to praise him. Don't be afraid to shout him out. Don't be afraid to let the world know what you stand for. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. God, the reason why I got here. God, the reason why things the way it's going. God, the reason why opportunities is coming. God, the reason why doors is keep opening. God, the reason why people seeing me over the world. God, the reason why everything going the way it's going, because guess what? If it wasn't for him, everybody else gave up on me. Everybody else didn't believe in me. Everybody else didn't see me. Everybody else didn't think I had with it to get there, but God saw it in me. God opened the doors. God keep me going. God, come on, man. Y'all heard what I said? God, the creation of opportunities, and opportunities gonna last forever when God opened up the doors. Hey, D Phlo, let me tell you something. When a man gave you opportunity, eventually that door's closed. When God gave you opportunity, it was that door and then the next door and then the next door. You make that decision on what opportunity you want. You want the one that man gonna fail you, or you want the one God gonna continue to keep open?
Because the thing is a lot of people go to the opportunity that man offered them.
Come on.
A lot of people, because the one that God offered to you, people overlook.
Come on.
Because it requires, it's tough. It's tough.
All right.
It don't look like something, because sometimes when it don't look like what it is. You just have to see the vision, because you look at it like, I don't know. That looks like it's a lot more work than this. It's a puzzle. But when you choose that path, it's going to take a little longer.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to work a little harder.
Oh, yeah.
You got to stay a little more focused.
Come on now.
A little more determined
Come on.
than that path. That path was easy. The problem with that path is you get far enough down it and you run into the end of the path, and it's a dead end. It's a big ass fucking drop off. That's it. And you're like, where am I going now? So the only choice you have is to turn around and go back where you started and figure out a whole new path. But if you went down that path, kept on going on that path, and you kept on walking on that path, eventually you would see where you're going.
You'll see the puzzle getting put together. You'll see the puzzle
it's not together yet,
no,
because that path is long. You know
it's
what I'm
very
saying?
long.
But it's a piece of the puzzle you keep working on. The other path is just dead end after dead end.
Come on, man. Let me give y'all an example, man. That puzzle, baby. That puzzle don't look like nothing. It's a 500-piece puzzle. And if you ever put a puzzle together, you never learned how to put the middle together first. It was always the outside.
Right.
That's
the
way
corners
God
and
worked.
shit.
God started fixing the outside of your life before he started fixing the inside. He started getting your appearance right. He started changing things around you. He started fixing you up. He started preparing you to be in the inner. You can't go somewhere if your outside ain't presentable. And you can't go in the White House if you ain't looking presentable. If the White House determined to wear all white, you can't go in there with all black. So God got to use you. He got to get you presentable. He got to straighten you up. He got to form you the right way. Then he start working on the inside. That's like that puzzle. You can't put a puzzle together and expect it to look like something because you started. Come on now. That puzzle might take you a day, but that day might take you a year. That year might take you 2 years, but you got to stay with that puzzle. That puzzle is everything. Once you get that puzzle together, now you're starting to see how good you're starting to be. When you're starting to see how good you're starting to be, then your price is starting to up. When your price starting to up, and not everybody can't afford you. Not since they can't afford you, they trying to find a way to get you. Now they can't get you. Now they trying to figure out why they didn't stay with you. You should have stood with me.
But that's always what it is, bro. People overlook
man, they left me, D Phlo. They left me. And when they left me, you can't guide me. When you can't guide me, that was the best thing you could have did. When I met you, I said, man, I got a brother. When I left here, man, I want to say this, and I want everybody to know this. I say this all the time, man. When I pulled up the D Phlo house, he got a camera on the house. It said, how could I help you? I said, I'm here to make history. The camera said, what package you come to drop? I say, nah, I'm here to make history. What package you come to drop? What job you work for? I said, I'm here to make history. The thing didn't understand what I was saying. Sometimes the devil don't understand what you're saying because he don't understand how God about to start working. When I told that thing I was coming to make history, and when I said I was making history, I felt good about it because I know God was about to use us in so many ways. And when I told you, man, I feel good about what we just did let's get together and make another one. And let's make another one. And let's make another one. When you starting to write a book, you see how good the first page go, and then you get to the second page and the third page and the fourth page. Then you just figure out, man, damn, we just got to write a book. That's the way God works. He fixed something about your life, and then you ain't ready to give up. And he say he see you keep going. Then he come back again. And then he come back again. That's just like come on, man, stop playing. That's why we doing what we doing, because we didn't stop. And when I told that thing I was coming to make history, I felt it in my spirit. God was about to use us in so many ways. That's why we here today. God, thank you for using me, because if you didn't use me, I was ready to give up. They all walked out on me. And when they walked out on me, I was losing faith, because the people that I thought loved me wasn't going to leave me, but they was leaving me. God was just preparing me to bring better people. Now that he brought you, I ain't got to worry about if I'm going to fall, because I can rely on you. Like I can rely on God. Sometimes it's like people walk away. But when you lean to the love of God right there, when you lean to the other side, your partner right there, who really believe in you.
Facts. And I do agree, bro. It's like life really is a book. It's like every day is just another page of the book. It's about how great of a book do you want to write? Do you want to write a book that nobody ever reads, nobody cares about? Or do you want to write a book that becomes a greatest hit? One of those books that in 200 years you're still reading that shit because it's so real. You want to write that kind of book. And that's every day. The way you write a book like that, it means that every single page has to hit hard. If there's a couple whack pages, people stop reading. You got to make sure that every day you go hard. Because it's another page of your book, the book of your life.
Yes, indeed. 365 days. Yeah. Talk to me, D Phlo. Them
so let me ask you this. In your definition, bro, no, in your words, what's the definition of real?
Oh, man, the definition of real is being authentic to both sides of the situation, not just picking one side because it's a friend of yours. Being authentic to both sides of the situation, looking at it from both sides. I used to think real was one way. Is looking at it the way that my friends see it. But I realized real is not that way. That's just a way that we pick real because we think we real because we trying to be real to our friend. Being real is looking at the situation of both ways and realizing what's one right and what's one really wrong. Do not pick a side because it's your friend's side because you feel that's real. If you're a real person, you're going to tell your friend what's right from wrong so he can understand the next time he going to make the right decision. You can't be afraid to speak the truth to somebody that say they love you and look up to you. Make that decision and do right, man. Don't just look at it from your friend point of view when you know it's wrong because you want to be real to their eye. You might not be real for the rest of your life to them because if they doing old shit now, they're going to continue to do old shit.
Right. So I feel like there's two different kinds of friends. And there's nothing wrong with either friend. But one friend's going to ride for you.
It is a wrong in one friend.
Well, I mean, there is a wrong to it, but I'm saying, but I can respect why somebody would ride for their friend no matter what.
Why, D Phlo?
Because they have the right intentions in mind, right? They just want to be there for the homeboy. They know their homeboy's wrong, but they're like, but I just want to be there for you. But you're telling them that they're being wrong by doing that, and I agree with you.
Hell yeah.
So some friends are just gonna ride for you. You might be wrong, but they're gonna still ride for you. And you got the other friends who really actually care about you and really want to see your future to be good. That's a real friend. And that's someone who's gonna be like, look, bro, I can't really side with you because in this situation, you're really not right. You know, we can go and beat their ass if that's what we need to do. But I'm telling you, I'm stepping you as my boy and saying, hey, look, don't do that shit next time. Because next time, I'm not going to be there to fight for you. You know what I'm saying? It
ain't going to be no next time because I'm going to remove myself from you.
From that situation.
We too old, right? We too old to be moving the wrong way.
Right.
We too old not to be trying to lead in the right way.
Yeah.
We too old.
Right,
and when you get to a certain age in your life, you got to realize right is right and you want to do right. So right could come back to you a million times.
That's true.
Man, karma is a mother.
Because you could go help your boy do that, and then now you catch the karma from him. They catch you.
And it's crazy because I done saw so many people go to jail that didn't do the crime, but they were just there to support their friend.
Right.
Man, come on, man. It's
and
a lot of people.
The person who was actually there to do it doesn't go to jail.
Doesn't go to jail. Now you in a situation trying to figure out, is he going to take his charges? He going to show up? Man, ain't nobody taking no charges no more. Everybody ratting on everybody. So if you don't want to be ratted on, don't do nothing to get ratted on. So do the right thing. Do the right thing. Young kids, man, do the right thing. Young lady, do the right thing. Go get your job. I respect you going to get a job. I respect you doing a 9 to 5. You going to go somewhere in life because you're not afraid to go put in that work the right way. A lot of young cats go put in that work the wrong way. Perfect example, these young ladies, they getting killed because they want to put in work snitching. They want to put in work ratting. They want to put in work setting up people. Man, hey, you ain't safe just as well as the man ain't safe. So young ladies, pay attention. If your man in a situation doing wrong and you feel like you want to get back at that other person, get up out that situation. If you want to date somebody, make sure he's not in the streets to jeopardize your life because you see a future with him. And the future can only become a future if you still living. But it ain't going to be no future if you die. Young kids and young ladies, think about the situation.
Because that just happened with the Fulio. A girl went down for that shooting for setting them up, right?
Dropping a
so
location.
It's like, you got to think about it this. Like, she's a young lady. She's dating this dude. She has nothing to do with anything that's going on. She just happens to be with him. She drops the location. Now I don't know if that's the case. Let's just say it is. Now she's going down for some shit that she didn't have nothing to do with.
Yeah, but she dropped the location.
She did. She may not have went there with those intentions.
It doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. The enemies, the devil affect anything.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter if you was there or not. You played a part. Mm-hmm. When you playing a part in wrongness, expect the consequences to come behind that.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Exactly.
If you are in a circle of people doing wrong, expect the consequences that's gonna come to you. But if you're in a circle of people doing right and giving praise and doing the right thing, expect the blessings to come to you. You can't expect to be blessed when you're around people that's doing wrong. I had to realize that I was trying to get blessed, but I couldn't get blessed because I was around people that was thinking wrong, that was moving wrong, that didn't believe in God, that was just only about the paper. So ever since I removed myself from around people that's doing wrong, D Phlo, I've been receiving blessings on top of blessings and blessings and blessings and opportunities. So what you're telling me is, if you want to receive a blessing, get around people that's doing right, that's thinking right, that's moving right, that's praying right, that's righteousness. If you want to be wrong, get wrong conviction, get wrong convicted, get wrong situation, get wrong killed, then keep hanging around the wrong people. Make the right decision so your parents could see you live for forever and you could bury them, not them burying you. I'm tired of seeing that.
Bro, that's a powerful message. I ain't gonna lie. And it all goes back to what we were just saying about the past. When you go down that path, eventually it ends. It either ends in getting locked up, getting shot, getting robbed, getting done wrong, losing everything. That path always ends that way. So what's the point of it? We all just look for the quick come up, the quick money. Like, I go this way, I get the quick money, boom, boom, boom. But that's not, at the end of the day, money don't come quick. Money takes time. And if you keep focused on the right type of money, when you get it, it stays longer. The quicker the money comes, the quicker the money goes.
You spend the jewels, man. And drop the jewels, boys, in the building, man. Come on, man. Y'all see what's going on, man. Hey, when them doors was locked, I didn't have nowhere to go. So I hit my knees and asked God to give me a key. Ever since he gave me the key, I've been opening up doors. Now that we opening up doors, the doors can't stop opening. It's like, what you doing? When the doors wasn't open and I was looking for a key, I hit my knees and asked God to show me the right way. When he showed me the right way, I've been doing it the right way. And guess what, man? I apologize to anybody I left behind that was thinking wrong, that didn't believe in me, that didn't want to push me, that didn't want to help me. I apologize, but I ain't sorry. God's just showing you should have stood with me and was rocking with me. Look at me now.
But you know what? I'm not sorry. I'm thankful.
Oh, yeah.
Because you left me behind, and I learned some shit from that. And now I'm here. Every single piece of this puzzle, who I am today, you're a part of that puzzle.
We winning. Come on, man. We winning.
Because we left them behind.
Because we left that bullshit behind.
Exactly.
We left that bullshit behind. Ever since we left that bullshit behind, we've been prospering. We've been growing. We've been elevating. We've been moving. And guess what? We ain't been getting that regular either. We've been using that premium, that best gas. That best gas, that best mindset. See, when you start doing right and give praise to God, God elevates your mindset. And see, when you elevate your mindset, ain't everybody could tap in with that level because you're so high. Don't be afraid to go tap in with God so he can elevate your mindset. When he elevates your mindset, he elevates your money. When he elevates your money, he elevates your crib. When he elevates your crib, he elevates your car. When he elevates your car, he bring more business. When he bring more business, now you got 5 different businesses. Come on now. Y'all heard what I said.
But here's the question, though.
Come on, D Phlo.
Here's the biggest question. I
Talk
feel like
to me.
everybody has this problem. Everybody can, a lot of people, not, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people can do what you just said. But the problem is they can't maintain it. Somewhere along the way of those 5 things, they kind of lose sight. They lose focus. They just lose it. What is your advice to people for keeping going without ever stopping, ever slowing, no matter what's going on in your life?
Prayer, faith, strength, guidance, belief. That's what got me here. That shovel, that focus. That I see people. D Phlo. I'm riding. It's like riding in a car. You see people on the right, you see people on the left, but then you see the front. What matter the most? The people on the right and the people on the left, or what's in front? I can't focus on the people on the right and on the left no more. I find myself bumping every time because I was trying to watch everything. Man, I got God with me. So since I got God with me, God said, I need you looking forward. That's the purpose of the reason why I put a rear view mirror in the front and not in the back. I don't need you to see what's behind you. I need you to see what's in front of you. Everything was in front of you is what I told you that I was going to give you because you put your faith in me. Everything that I'm getting is because God showed me. He told me, he said, put your faith in me and watch I deliver everything you expect, every blessing, every opportunity. Everyone that I thought that meant me well didn't mean me well. Every opportunity I thought was coming from people, God showed me it wasn't for me because he never let me get it. Man, God will stop your blessing because of the people you keep around you. Come on now, clean up what you don't want to mess up.
So what advice do you have for people who can't find a relationship with God? There's so many people out here who just can't seem like to find a relationship with God. They've been searching, they've been trying. What advice do you have for them?
Ask yourself who you is. You got to see who you is. If you can't find it because you don't know who you is, you can't find your purpose until you realize who you is. You can't accept nobody in your life until you realize who you is. You know, when I told you, I realized who I was when I looked in the mirror and I said, I want to be who you want me to be, God, and not who I want to be. That's when you find out who God is. You got to ask yourself. A lot of people in life want to be other people when God created you different to be something better.
True. Very true. A lot of people don't want to accept who they are. I mean, I feel like I spent my whole life in that situation, a lot of my life.
You know who you is, nah?
Yeah, you see, it
You
took
know,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
It take the right people to come around you and tell you who you is, man.
Right.
You something different. You special. Then when you start being around that person who feeds you, who put that intelligence in you, that speak value in you, who hold you accountable, then you got to realize, man, he see this? So if he see this really in me. If this person speak that on me, he really believe in me. And I believed in you and I saw it in you. And that's why I stay on you. And that's why I represent you. And that's why you with me. And that's why you with me all the time. Because guess what? It wasn't no Team 28 without no D Phlo. It wasn't no Drop the Jewels boys without bringing it to here. So that's why I stay on you. That's why I believe you. And that's why we going to go far. And that's why the world need to know I ain't accepting nothing that my boy D Phlo ain't with me. Because we started this and we going to finish this. I'm going to tell you like this, man. When you see him, you see me. And when you see me, you see him. He family, and that's why y'all see him around all the time, because good people hard to find.
Facts. Definitely appreciate it, no doubt, bro. And I believe in you as well, bro.
Most
I feel like the path ahead of us is crazy, bro. Like we don't even realize what's ahead of us, but it's just having that positive impact in the world. I feel like not a lot of people really care about having a positive impact in the world. It's just it's dark times right now.
Very.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Very. They're afraid.
They're afraid.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you how good and how I believe and how strong I know God and how good God is, and I know how good God working. I prepared myself and went and got a suit tailor-made for next year because I know God about to bless and open opportunities for us to go speak somewhere. And guess what? When he say he going to show you and he going to give you every opportunity, now it's for you to prepare yourself to be ready. Is you ready?
I'm ready.
God said, I want to see if you prepared and do you believe in me. Sometimes in life we gotta prepare ourselves, even if the journey a little farther, even if the destination a little longer. We gotta prepare ourselves. God said He gonna give you everything you deserve and everything you want, but prepare yourself for it when it comes. Stop asking God for something if you ain't prepared for it. That's why He don't bring it, because He know you ain't prepared for it. So I've been preparing, D Phlo, because I know when we get on that stage and we go to the stages and we go to talk to these different millions of people, I'm prepared because I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, D Phlo.
No, you're definitely prepared for it. So when it comes to like finding your passion, I feel like a lot of people aren't living their life in their passion. And that's one of the reasons why they're not able to find real blessings. They're just living their life. Their passion might be right here. It might be something they think about sometimes, something they try to do sometimes, but they don't focus on it hard enough. What advice do you have for people to find their passion in life?
Find a passion. You got to dig deep inside yourself. You got to question yourself. You got to ask yourself, what is my passion? Your passion is something that is going to be hard to get. Your passion is something that's going to break you down to your lowest. Your passion is going to be something that's going to discover you to become the best ever. Your passion is something that's going to have you ready to give up and kill yourself. That with your passion, but in order to find it, you gotta see who you is. What is me? Who am I? What is I'm here for? You gotta question yourself, man. I always talk to myself and I always tell myself the best answer you gonna get from anybody is you talking to yourself. What is your passion? What I'm here for? That's what you here for. What you gonna do? When times get hard, you gonna give up? When things ain't going right, you gonna keep going or you gonna stop? I had to find that by digging deep within myself. You got to tap in with that spirit. You got to tap in with yourself, that soul. Like, when you cut yourself and you see your blood, you be like, that's when you tap in. When you look in your heart and you see that openness, get in there and see what it's about. See if your heart really made for what you want to do. See if your heart really built for what you're trying to get. See if yourself really, really ready for what you're trying to accomplish. A lot of people want to accomplish something, not prepared for it, not ready to go through the situation. You know, I mean, shit, come on now. You got to tap in with yourself, who you is. Ask yourself that. To the world out there, man, ask yourself every morning who you is. Is you moving? Did you find your passion? Is you doing what you expect to do and not what you want to do? Is you being a leader and not a follower? Is you showing the world who you is and not who you was? Come on now. All that got to tap in with yourself. Man, ever since I bought that shovel, I told you I had to dig deep. And when I was digging, ain't nobody wanted to find me. Ain't nobody was there to stop me. Nobody was there to give me water, D Phlo. You remember that?
I remember.
You remember that? I was digging, and 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 I was digging. People was passing me by, I was still digging. I was thirsty, but I was still digging. I was dying, I was still digging. People was laughing at me, I was still digging. I was still digging, and I was still digging. People was passing me by, I was digging. People was laughing at me, I was digging. People didn't even want to help me, I was still digging. Sometimes in life, you got to dig, man, when nobody there, when nobody support you, when nobody want to feed you, when nobody want to stop and help you, when everybody laughing at you, keep digging. And when you get to the top, you're going to see why you was digging.
And you're right about that. It's like, I feel like when it comes to finding your passion, a lot of people, they dig, but they don't dig deep enough.
Come on, man.
They're going to dig that hole. And then they're gonna get like maybe like a foot down, and they're gonna be like, man, I don't really know about this. So they're gonna go start another hole and do some new shit.
And it's gonna fail.
And that's why I feel like it's hard for people to figure out what is your passion, like what is you, you know? Because if like people have so many different things they can do, but if you can live in your actual passion, your gift that God gave you, that's the way you're gonna be able to really enjoy your life. Because success is cool and all, but success is only cool if you're happy.
Come on,
you don't want to be successful unhappy.
Man,
because
there's a lot of
success?
people successful and unhappy. There's a lot of people successful and don't know who they is. There's a lot of people successful and ain't got that relationship with God. There's a lot of people successful and ready to kill themselves. There's a lot of people successful ain't happy. There's a lot of people successful don't know who they is. So guess what? When you go be successful, make sure you happy with that successfulness. Don't just be successful and unhappy. Because guess what? You're going to find yourself ready to kill yourself because you ain't happy because you ain't got that relationship with God.
Right, because a lot of people believe that having money is the key to happiness.
Come on, man, stop
playing. The
thing
is you could be a billionaire, a trillionaire, but if you don't have certain things in your life, certain people in your life, certain experiences going on in your life, you can still be unhappy. Because if you're working 24 hours a day, how can you find happiness? How do you have time to spend doing anything you love? So you don't really want to be no trillionaire. You don't really want to be a billionaire, honestly. It's cool, I wouldn't mind, but I'd rather be a millionaire. Let me get a couple million in my account. Let me live comfortable. Maybe get like, 100 million. I ain't going to sell myself short, But I don't want to be no billionaires. I don't need the type of responsibility. I don't need to be sitting there stressing about how I'm keeping that $1 billion in my account.
Let's go, D Phlo, baby. Talk to him. We dropping the jewels, man. Them drop the
So,
jewels.
so I
back
see
in
that you're
the day.
relentless in your goals. Like when it comes to you chasing your goals, I've definitely from knowing you so far, you don't ever stop. Like how do you keep that type of energy going all the time? Like what's your secret?
To keep going and not stop.
Every day, like
Every
never,
day?
like every single morning. Like it's like not even never missing a beat on that. That's for sure.
The reason why, because when I look at my children and I feel like this, let me tell y'all something. I ain't never tell y'all this, but I'm going to tell y'all the reason why I keep going and what hold me accountable to keep going is like this. An old man told me, look in that room, and every time you get up, somebody take your children away, but the only way you get them back off that work that day. Off that grind. So every day that you wake up, somebody take your kids. In order for you to get them back, you gotta go bust your ass. So every day that I look up and I look in that room and I see my daughters, I see them in a bed, but it feel like they still gone. So I gotta go bust my ass. And I love who I say I love, and I love them because they mine. I gotta go bust my ass each and every day. And I know for sure if I want them and I need them and I love them and I want them to have the best, I gotta bust my ass each and every day. Ain't nobody gonna take mine because I made them. I love them and I love them with all my heart. So I gotta go bust my ass every day and every day that it takes, and every time, every minute, every second, I'ma keep busting my ass because what I created, I don't need them to go through the things that I went through. The things that I went through, I felt that no kid should go through. So everything, I'ma bust my ass. If they took them away, I'ma go get them. If they ain't bringing them back, I'ma go find them. If they ain't trying to bring them back, I'ma go kill them because I'ma bust my ass. When I look at them, I see the things that I didn't have, so I got to make sure they have. When I look at them, I see the things that I wanted, but I'm able to provide for them. I got to bust my ass. So every time I wake up in the morning and I look in that room and I see they in a bed, but somebody in my mind that somebody took them away, I'm going to get them, and I'm going to get them, and I'm going to keep going to get them. So that's the goal I got. You can't stop, and you can't stop. If I stop today, I might as well stop tomorrow. If I stop tomorrow, then I'm going to stop the rest of my life. I ain't losing no more because I stop. I ain't losing no more because I'm afraid. I ain't losing no more because I didn't have God. I'm going to win the rest of my days of my life because I got God with me. I got God with me. I got God with me. If I got God with me, who could I lose to? If I got God with me, why would he show up? If I got God with me, he never failed me. I got God with me. He show up every time. I got God with me. No matter the situations or the circumstances, God gonna show up. When I was a backslider, he showed up. When I didn't believe in him, he still showed up. When I was short on my rent, he made sure it was paid. So why would I care if nobody show up? But long as God show up. Show up, God. He said, well, I will never forsake you, no matter what the situation is. He said, I'm with you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. But he ain't never said no weapon won't be formed against you. The devil will always try to throw things at you, but it's for you to believe and keep going.
Bro, at the beginning when you were saying, like, when you were talking about the kids, and, like, bro, that's what you were telling me. The first time I went to the gym with him, at the end of the day, I guess we do it everybody. You got me holding the 45-pound weight right here for a minute, right?
Man,
you gotta hold it. You gotta hold the 45-pound weight
now,
like this for a minute.
Don't do them like that. Don't do them like that, man. Every person that ever come work out with me, I don't care who you is. I don't care what you tell me. I don't care how hard you work. Every time we finish the workout, your very first day working with me, I'll put a 45-pound plate in your hand, and you got to hold that plate in front of you for 1 minute. And you like, why you got to do that? I say, because I can't afford to let somebody in the back door. What you mean, Team 28? There's a lot of millionaires around us. And if you let somebody in, if you get tired, if you ready to give up, and you forget to close the garage, now they robbed us. Now you got to figure out to pay all these $1 million back to these people when you ain't even got it. So I got to challenge you, and that's the way God works. He said, I got to challenge you before I give you something. I got to see if you're strong enough to make sure you're willing to hold the weight. Ever since he put the crown on my head, it got heavy, but if it got heavy, I got stronger. That's why the crown getting bigger. That's why I'm touching the world. That's why the world know them drop the Jews, boy. That's why they see us everywhere we go, because when he told us the play was going to be heavy, when he told us we was going to speak about God, he told us people weren't going to accept it. He told us people weren't going to share. He told us people weren't going to respect it, but they got to respect it because you got me in your presence. If they don't, come on, if they ain't in your presence and I'm in your presence, I'm the one that wake them up. So why I can't get them to start looking at you? Not one shall, not two shall, not three shall, not four shall, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, what you telling me, man? Guess what? Guess what, man? God got a way of challenging, and if you ain't prepared to hold that weight, then give that weight up. Give it to somebody who willing to go through that situation, somebody who trying to tell you, I deserve to be there. D Phlo, when I told you hold that 45-pound weight, I thought you was going to give up. You went to shaking like a pair of dice, but I said if you just hold on 30 more seconds, we going to get somewhere. As them time was clicking, as them seconds was going by, you was shaking, I was getting nervous, but I said, God, just give him the strength to hold on a little more. I don't need to know if he gonna be there with me, but I need to know that he gonna stay down through the situations and circumstances. Look at us now, look at us now, look at us now. We can't be start to drop the Jews boys everywhere. And if you didn't believe in us, start believing. If you doubted us, look at us. If you didn't want to represent us, look at us now. Come on, man, stop playing. With God's presence, we could do everything.
Yes, sir. I ain't gonna lie, you gave me a little bit of cheat code. I was able to hold the weight above my head for like 10 seconds. That's all I needed was 10. Like, I'm holding it like this. But like, you put it above your head. All right. I ain't like
that boy was shaking like a strip at the strip club, man. He was shaking like a strip at the strip club. But you made it through. That's the way it's supposed to be in God. Right. That's the way.
I don't give up, bro. That's one thing about me.
And that's one thing I love about you. No matter the situations and circumstances, you never give up and you never make excuses. That's why I love you, and that's why I'm rocking with you, because when the things get tough, you still find a way to get it through. Even when things ain't going right, you find a way to smile. Even when the money ain't coming in, you still got a way to buy. So that's why God did what he did and made sure you didn't drop that 45-pound plate, because if you would have dropped it, I was going to drop your ass. But now you held on to it like a man, and that's what a man do.
Yes, sir. So let me ask you this, bro. So why do you feel like God chose you to help spread his word?
Because he knew I was different anyway. He knew I was different. He knew I wasn't afraid to go against the world. He knew I wasn't afraid to be a leader. He knew I wasn't afraid to speak the truth. He knew I wasn't afraid to show the world who he is and not who we want us to be. He chose me because I was different, man. I came from ADHD, bipolar, mental health. I spent about a month in mental health, and he told me, he challenged me. He said, man, they trying to tell you what you is, but I'm going to show you something different. People going to try to tell you who they feel you should be, but I'm going to show you something different. Sometimes in life we allow people to tell us what we is, and that's what we know of, and that's what we go as. When they told me who I was and what they felt that I was on, and they felt all the different problems and mental health that I was dealing with, I told them I ain't going to accept that, because God ain't give me that. And that's why sometimes in life you can't go with what people telling you. You got to go with what God trying to show you. When he told me and he showed me that I was different, I told him these words: let's go to work. He told me it's going to be tough. I said, I'm ready for it. He said, you don't give up, and I'm going to help you get to the next level. And that's why he chose me. The crown was going to be heavy, but I was willing to accept it. Even at days when nobody was willing to listen. Even at days nobody was willing to share. But now they're sharing. Accept what God trying to do so he can bless you. Accept the way God trying to use you so he can elevate you. Accept the way God trying to open up doors to remove the old doors. Accept that. Don't be afraid to put that crown on your head because it's heavy or you feel you ain't prepared. God ain't going to give you nothing that you ain't prepared for. And he won't put nothing on you that he know you can't get you through. Talk to me, D Phlo.
For sure, bro. I mean, we already talked about before how I feel like when people say ADHD and bipolar, it's a personality trait. It's just who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're just different. Everybody's different, bro. Nobody's the same. They want everybody to be the same. They're like, you're not normal because you don't do this. Like, why does everybody got to be like this? Some people are like this, some people are this, some people are this, some people are this, like this. There's nothing wrong with that. We're not all supposed to be the same. That's what makes experience on earth interesting, because we meet different people and have different conversations and learn different things from different people. Everybody's different. But as far as me, like us spreading the word of God for me, why would God choose me? I would never expect that, because I've been somebody who, like you said, running from God my whole life.
Come on now.
I've ran from God. Like I've read the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot about the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've had times where I fully believed in God,
Mm-hmm.
and I've had a lot of times where I didn't believe in God at all. I've been confused a long time. So why would He choose me? I don't know. I feel like maybe it's just I'm still trying to figure it out myself. But
Man, God
I just
sees
feel
so
like
much. God sees so much good in you, and He know your heart. See, when God know your heart, He know He could use you. When God know who you is, He could use you. When He know how you is to the world and how good you is to people, that's what God want. God want His kindness. He want His happiness. He want His loving people. He want the people that's not afraid to smile. A lot of people be having money and don't want to smile. A lot of people have money and just look sad. He don't want them people. They discouraged. He don't want the people that they feel like they can't be used. When you get money, when people be getting money, they feel like, oh man, they too good. I ain't got time. They don't even want to stop and hear you out. With if you run into a rapper and then you try and give me your diss, they're going to be like, catch me the next time. Oh, man, can you hear me spit? I ain't got time. So He don't want to use nobody who don't got time. God only want to use people who got time. So if you got time in your life and you ready to change your life, open your time up and watch how God use you. Watch how He use you. He can't use nobody with less patience. He won't use somebody with good patience, somebody who got time, somebody who willing to take the time to listen. We can't get nowhere because we ain't listening.
no facts.
Talk to me, D Phlo. Them
So-
drop the juice bars in the building, man. Lord have mercy. Man, I'm feeling good, man. God continue to keep doing what He doing. God continue to keep opening the door. God continue to keep waking me up. God continue to keep showing up. God continue to keep making me smile. Man, let me tell you something, man. When them days was rainy, man. But they ain't raining no more, D Phlo. Let me tell you something, D Phlo. Well, look what I told somebody today. They say, man, you about to be able to buy a Rolls Royce. And they say, who you going to hire as a driver? I said, I ain't hiring nobody as a driver. I want to be my own driver because I bought that. I don't want nobody driving me around feeling like they the owner of it. I put that work in. And when you put that work in something, you don't need no driver. You going to drive it your own. God said, why would I give you something and let somebody else drive what I gave you? Why would I give you something and let somebody else use it? God said, I'm only going to customize this for you. So why would I let somebody drive something I watch you put in the work for? I don't need nobody holding the umbrella, because when the rain was coming, I ain't have nobody to hold the umbrella for me then. So now that the money coming in, I don't need nobody to hold the umbrella. I just need to hold it myself, because that's my blessings. That's my opportunity. That's the way God blessing me. Stop trying to invite people to your blessing. Your blessing might not come if you keep inviting people to your table. God says, show up by yourself so He could put a lot of food on the table. He can't feed you the way He want to feed you when He got the enemies around you who cock blocking, who hating. They might smile because they look like they want you to win, but they don't want you to win because you're going to pass them up. And when you pass them up, they're going to feel some way. And when they feel some way, they're going to try to kill you.
Bro, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck this shit be coming from. So let me ask you a question, bro. There's so many men out here who are trying to, who aren't able to see their kids. Baby mamas won't let them see
That shit
them.
hurt, D Phlo.
That shit hurt, bro.
That
Like, what's
shit
your
hurt.
advice to them?
Man, let me tell you something, man. To every father, to every daddy, to every young man, to every older man, to every man out there, don't give up. Don't give up. I know how I felt, man. It's many years, many days that I wanted to see my child and I couldn't see her because of the situation between me and her mother. It hurt. But one thing I didn't do is give up. I tried every way. In every situation, every circumstance, I try to connect by sending her stuff. Try to stay in tune by watching her page. Just you can't give up. If you give up, then you fail yourself. If you fail yourself, you're going to forever fail. You can't fail on a kid that ain't going to fail on you. You going to fail on them, but you really going to be hurting yourself, but it's the mama who wants you to fail. So what you do is you hit your knees every day and you keep going. You might not see it today, but you're going to see it tomorrow. You got to keep faith. Faith is everything. God, I ain't see my daughter this year, but next year going to get better. God, I know you ain't let me see my child 2 years from, but I know her mama going to accept it and understand that she see the improving in me. You got to keep improving in yourself so your baby mother could see the improvement in you. But you can't improve in yourself if you don't improve with the relationship with God. A lot of us try to get to seeing our children, but we ain't even right with God. God said, make that commitment with me, be faithful to me, and I'm going to let you be faithful to your children. That's why we can't see them. That's why I couldn't see my daughter for a long time. I must tell y'all, that was the hardest feeling in the world because I was getting to the money, but I wasn't getting to her love. I was getting to everything I needed, but I wasn't getting to my prayers. I was doing everything right, but I wasn't going to church. Come on, man, D Phlo. So, hey, there's a lot of good fathers and a lot of good daddies willing to give, but do you got that relationship with God? Did you make that commitment with him? God, look, I wasn't right then. It's the reason why my baby mama not letting me see her because I failed her. A lot of men ain't gonna tell you that shit. I failed my baby mama many times. She was asking for something I couldn't give it. I was like, I'm gonna get it. And when the day came, I didn't get it. And guess what men do? This what men do because I'm a man. I ain't gonna lie. We don't answer. Oh, man, shit. She ain't gonna worry. She ain't gonna say nothing. And guess what? A woman hold that on us. That's one rock on the next mountain. And that's another rock. And we realized that rock got so high and it got so heavy where they say, don't worry. What you don't do, another man will. So we got to accept that and step up and be a man and make that commitment with God and be honest with ourselves. We did something towards them that's the reason why. And we got to fix that shit. Stop playing with yourself, man. Go tell God, God, I repent and I resent, and I ask you to forgive me for my sins and remove that hatred off my baby mama. Also, me and her could go move forward and I could be a father. Come on, man. Stop playing.
Wow. I need to hear that shit, bro. Real shit. Because I ain't seen my son in 2 years, bro.
Come on now.
And that shit hurts me.
And that shit
hurts me every day.
That shit hurt me to know that you going through that. Every time you told them, every time you tell me something, and that's one of the things you tell me, man, I ain't seen my son. Man, listen, I always tell you, and it's no lie. And I always tell you, partner, no partner, none. I tell you, make that shit right. But not just make it right. You got to make it right with God. Because at times, man, come on, man. I just said it, and I ain't saying it to nobody, but I'm going to say it to myself. I failed them. And when you accept that you failed and you fell short and you didn't show up at the time she needed, and you, come on now, a lot of men ain't going to tell you they failed that time. Damn. A lot of men ain't gonna tell you that they ain't show up. Come on now. You know when they wanted something, they was calling for us and we ain't answer the phone. Stop playing with yourself. That's why they feel the way they feel. That's why they keeping the child away. But I'm here to tell you, I ain't failing no more. When I failed, I realized I was failing not just me, but I was failing God as a man. When I made that child, God said, I prepared you and I believe in you, but you can't forsake that child, even though your situation might get tough. So every day they might be going through trials and tribulations, but you better keep fighting. Hey, if you're ready to give up, then you ain't prepared to be a father. Put your boxing shoes and put your boxing gloves on, because guess what? This fight gonna be a long fight, and if you ain't prepared to fight, then you prepared to lose. If you ain't prepared, come on, man, stop playing. Go be a father and stop playing with yourself. Man, take away that money that you want to trick out to them girls and go be a father. Take them girls out that fight and go be a father. Take them girls out that nail shop and go be a father. Stop trying to impress them girls by showing them your whip and you behind on a rent. Go be a father. Stop trying to bless them girls and buy them a bag when your daughter deserves some uniform. Go be a father. Stop playing, man.
Ooh, yeah. I need to hear that shit. God dang. No, real shit though, bro. Real shit.
Go be a father. Go be a father. Come on now. That's the best thing that God could have created in a man, is to be a leader, to be a father, to be a role model, to be a leader. Man, a woman can't lead if they ain't got no role model. The woman ain't trying to follow behind no man that they got to lead. Woman ain't trying to respect no man that they ain't trying to lead. Come on, man. That's why the women don't respect you, because they see you ain't a role model. They see see you ain't trying to lead. They see you following your friend. They see you chasing money. They see you got your skirt up. That's what girls do. Men don't lift their skirt up just for a piece of dollar. Stop trying to settle for anything that they willing to give you. That's why I ain't take the little money that they trying to offer me, because I deserve more. Now that I know that I deserve more, I'm going to get more. You can't give me a little bag when I'm in my bag. You can't feed me when I'm eating steak. You can't even work me when I'm already working. Why would I show up to an event when I'm getting paid to talk behind the mic? Why would I believe in you when I ain't even, come on, man. God did this and he going to continue to do this. If anybody want to take the blessings away that I'm getting, tell him call God, because God created a monster in me. They didn't believe in me, but God did. They gave up on me, but God showed D Phlo when I was hungry. God fed me. It might have not been steak, but it was something to get home, something to get full. D Phlo, when I was starving, you saw the picture. I was 140, 160 pounds. I'm 210, all muscles. Because guess what I'm eating? Not just eating, but I'm eating a blessing. Not just a blessing, but the spirit. Not just the spirit, but the opportunity. Y'all trying to book me? Come with the right price.
Come with the right price.
If you trying to book me, come with the right price. Don't expect me to show up to something that you just feel that I'm willing to take, because what I was willing to take, I don't even want to take it, because God showed me I'm worth more. Ever since I was worth more, God showed me you can't take anything. God said, before I let them feed you anything, I'll just give you a little bit to keep going. A lot of us want to eat steak and forget what hot dogs taste like. A lot of us want to eat lamb chops, but forget what a pork chop feel like. A lot of us want to eat. Come on, D Phlo.
Going crazy.
Come on, D Phlo. A lot of us want to eat potatoes.
Well, we dropping the jewels.
Come on, man.
Dropping the
Come
jewels.
on, man. I don't know what this world coming to D Phlo, but guess what? Everything becoming fake now. Everything.
Even the meat is fake these days.
Everything becoming fake. So what you gotta do? You gotta get back to the original. You gotta get back to the authentic. If the meat fake, then go eat vegetables. If the vegetables are fake,
GMO and shit.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, D Phlo, before we close it out today, I want to say these words here. I ain't gonna never lose. I found my purpose and I found my passion. God with me, and he ain't gonna never forsake me. I can't lose. If you're trying to book me, come better. If you're trying to feed me, I need a little more. If you're trying to be friends with me, you gotta show me your relationship. If you're trying to be in my life, you gotta be willing to pray with me. If you wanna be with me, you gotta show up with me. I ain't just talking about showing up when the money coming. Show up when I'm at my Lord. Show up when I'm at my, come on, man. Hey, if you want to be with me, you got to make sure the relationship right with my daughter. My children got to love you more than I love you. You got to love my children more than you love me. Because guess what? I ain't accepting nothing from nothing, leave nothing, but I know what I got and I know who I love. So you got to love what I love and understand me as an individual. I can't lose. I can't lose. I can't lose. I can't lose. I can't see you if you're trying to feed me because God feed me. I can't show up if you're trying to bird feed me because God's showing me what I'm worth. D Phlo, stop playing, man. Stop playing, man. I'm tired of them people playing with me. Give me what I deserve and don't call me at all. My phone is not working. To the people that didn't believe in me, my phone is not working. To the people that try to play me, the phone is not working. To the people that just mistreated me. God said, let me attach you from some people. They might talk bad about you, but then they're going to thank you because you was different. You was special to their life. They don't miss you until you gone. They don't appreciate you until you can't be touched. They don't appreciate the love till they ain't get love no more. I did that. I did that.
That's facts.
All the things I did for people, D Phlo. I used to send messages out every day to people for 365 days. Nobody ever showed a little love. They wonder why they don't get it no more. God said, I need you to bag back. I can't keep letting you feed people that don't respect you. So now that you ain't getting the message because God told me bag back. He said bag back. He said if they don't call you, watch you don't. If you don't call them, they ain't gonna never call you. He said if you don't call them, they ain't gonna never call you.
And that's how a lot of people are, no doubt.
I swear to God, D Phlo, I could sit at my phone and ain't too many people gonna call. You one of them.
Oh yeah.
You gonna call me.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. If you haven't called me within 10 minutes, then I'm going to be calling you. 10, 20 minutes. But no, I ain't going to lie. When you just spoke about the shit about the baby daddy, bro, like, damn. That shit hit. I was thinking about that shit hard. That shit damn near brought tears to my eyes because
It's the truth, D Phlo.
What you're saying is that you have to take responsibility.
Got to.
As sometimes you weren't there. And you can hate the baby mama all you want. And maybe she did a lot of wrong. No doubt. But what did you do wrong? You got to take a responsibility in that. Why she's acting the way she is. Maybe it's blown out of proportion. Maybe it's extreme. But
a woman
were
very
you
emotional.
wrong? Like wherever it's coming from, the core of the matter. You was wrong. Now, sometimes it was just that you broke up with her. I mean, there's certain circumstances.
That's bullshit, D Phlo.
But
that's bullshit,
exactly.
Man. That's bullshit.
But after years
that
pass,
shit is dead, man. That shit dead.
After years
after
pass,
you break up with them, they gonna tell you the truth, man. Take care of your children.
Right.
When I call you, pick up. When I need it, show up. That shit is old now, man. Yeah. I broke up with her. She was bitter, man. That shit dead now. Man, these girls getting to the money, man. They don't want to hear that shit. Show up and show your half, and they going to show their half. All that talking about they was bitter, man. That shit dead. You fell short in one point, and that's what they hold that against you. A woman is very emotional. So if you fell short, then they going to hold that against you for a long time. When a dude fell short in your life or somebody, your daddy fell short in your life, you held that shit to him to the day he died. So why they can't hold it against you when you feel short of showing up about your daughter? Stop playing, man, with this world. Man, let me tell you something, man. Go make it right.
Go make it right.
Go be a father.
Go be a father.
Hey, if it take away from you trying to impress them girls to get to the next level, go be a father. If it take away from you getting a haircut every 2 weeks and you got to get one every month, go be a father. If it take away from you getting a pedicure, go be a father. If it take away from you being in the street, go be a father. If you still trying to impress girls by buying shoes, stop buying it and go be a father. If you just smiling and knowing that you old on child support, go be a father. If you ain't willing to go get your child from school, stop playing and go be a father. It's a reason why you ain't a father, because it's them little things that matter the most. Children don't want to show up. Children don't want just money. They want your present. Forget what the money to buy, but they want to feel that love from their daddy. Daddy, I want to feel love, because a daddy first love is a child first everything. They fall in love with the wrong men because you ain't show them how to properly be loved. If you show them how to be loved right, they going to know what it takes to get a good man. When they get a good man, they going to say, my daddy showed me how to be loved because my daddy loved me. A lot of girls dying today because their daddy didn't show them how to be loved, so they fell in love with the money, and the money got them killed. Come on, man.
And that's just that girls, that's dudes too. That's everybody. But look, before we get out of here, you see the drip right here? Got the hat, the glasses, black and red. Get fresh guy. Go on Instagram. Fuck with him.
We appreciate the hat and the glasses, man. Get
it.
fresh game. Most definitely, man.
Yes,
appreciate the love, man. Hey, let me tell y'all something, man. Not just give praise to him, but give grace to him. Not just give praise to him, but give grace to him. What you mean, doesn't it? Don't just give praise to him. Give him 10% of that tithe. Give him 10%. Sow that seed within him. Hey, you might not go to church every week, but make a way to get your money to that church house. It ain't about who you giving it to. It's about you sowing that relationship with God. A lot of people ain't going to tell you, you can make all the money in the world, but if you ain't sowing your tithes, that money going to eventually stop. Hey, don't just give praise to him, give grace to him, man. Nobody ain't never say that. Don't just give praise to him, give grace to him. Don't just praise him, but give him something when you at your high. Give him something when you at your low. God ain't asking for a lot. He just asking for a little. Give him something that he give you every day. And he give you life every day, so give him praise every day. He feeds you every day, so give him $1 every day. He shouts you every day, so give him shout every day. God open up doors every day, so you open up the door to your heart to him. God, stop playing. God said, just praise me in the midst of it all. When they walk away, I'm going to show up. When they didn't believe, I was still here. When they didn't feed you, I was making sure you was full. D Phlo, stop talking to me. We just getting fresh because we feeling like something. Everybody didn't believe in us, but they see us. Man, look, you want to get with us, get with D Phlo, because right now I'm in my bag. And if you try to get with me, I might tell you I'll raise his number, because God showed me I'm worth more than what you were trying to give me. So don't try to hit me. If you think you're going to get me, you better get with D Phlo.
All right, so we out. Yes, sir.
That's a D.